What's up, podcast listeners? It's your host, Rafal Matuszewski, and this is another edition of the car vlog podcast thing. And I am pumped today for the first time in a long time. Like, it's been a while since I felt like this, and a big part of that is definitely to do with this whole COVID thing, and this is going to lead us into the topic today. And I was just really thinking about this, and it's been a thought process in many coaches out there is, are people lazy? And I've kind of come to this conclusion that I don't think people are actually lazy. They just don't like to do shit that they don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I love to work out. I look forward to it. Every time a new day opens up for me, I'm like, I can't wait to work out. Like, that's literally what I think about. But there's a lot of people out there that don't think like me, and they look at it as a chore, as a, thing that they dread, right? And I don't think that's necessarily laziness, right? Like, here's another example. Like, I don't like cleaning the bathroom at all, but give me a gym, hell, I will clean up the gym, no problem, right? Because I like a tidy gym. I don't like having shit on the floor if I'm doing push-ups, and then I look at my hands, and they're the most disgusting thing ever. Like, I love a clean gym. Tell me to tidy up my desk, 100% I'll do it. But tell me to clean a bathroom, fuck, I'd rather do anything else other than that, right? Does it make me lazy for not wanting to clean the bathroom? I don't think so. But if I made cleaning a bathroom a thing to somewhat enjoy, or find a thing that will, make it a little bit more tolerable, then sure. What do I do now to clean the bathroom? Fuck, I sometimes just have to get it done, but, if it's the weekend, hell, I'll drink a beer while scrubbing the fucking toilet. I don't care. At least it's gonna get me by. So this whole kind of concept of people feeling lazy to work out or eat healthy, I don't think they really want to. Deep down inside, they're just nah, I just don't want to. And chatting with some people that have struggled with fitness and health, a lot of them don't enjoy exercise. And I think it's just because they haven't found something yet out there to make them excited about it. If you really think about it, every piece of content out there when it comes to the gym, go on Instagram and look at fitness inspo, that hashtag. You're going to see a lot of fit women and men that are 25 years old, ripped to shreds, doing really fucking hard workouts. And then you have the average person that might need to lose 20 to 30 pounds. They've been struggling for years, if not decades, when it comes to their weight. And they see that every single day when they're trying to get motivated to work out. That's not going to change their perception of what, fitness really is. So they have this weird idea in their head that that's what exercise is. That's what it's supposed to look like. But exercise does not have to look like that, right? Exercise to me is anything that makes your body move, right? If you like dancing, fucking dance every single day, right? Put on fucking music videos of Beyonce and try to mimic that shit every single day. Who cares? You're moving, right? I understand that most people are not going to get, excited about deadlifting and barbell squatting and lifting heavy shit, swinging a kettlebell, and doing mobility exercises that I like to do. You know, I totally get that. You need to find what makes you motivated or like just excited to do so. You know, maybe it's as simple as like you don't like going to the gym by yourself and you got to do it with somebody. Like in this time with COVID, maybe it's like literally getting onto a call with your best friend and working out together. Or literally like calling them and be like, hey, we're going to talk for an hour. And in this hour, on the minute, on every minute, we're going to squat 10 times together. As you're talking about whatever, you're doing some sort of form of exercise. That's fucking awesome. Just do that. You know what I mean? Like, if you are stuck at home collecting EI, CERB, if you're in Canada, and you've been like binge watching Netflix and whatever other streaming thing you have, and you're on your like 4th freaking episode, you average 4 episodes a day, why not like after every episode just do 20 squats or just something, you know what I mean? Like just move. Like your body's meant for movement, so just move. Hell, like wrestle with your kids for like 30 minutes. Like you will get tired doing something like that, right? These are all like ideas just on the top of my head. Like these are not right. Like if you were gonna go outside and start taking like, I don't know, a badminton racket and start hitting the birdie like as many times as possible, do that. Like I remember actually a couple years ago, I don't even know how I got to this point, but I was like, you know what? I'm getting a soccer ball and I'm going to learn how to like, is it dribbling where you like just make sure it doesn't hit the ground? Like, you know, you hit it with your knees and feet and head and chest only. So I did that and like it was really challenging and I got super fucking sweaty from it and tired and I was like, holy shit, I need to do this more often. So I incorporated it as my weekly workout. So for like 30 minutes, I was practicing of just soccer. Fuck, I don't even know, dribbling, what is it? Someone message me and tell me how I'm screwing this up. For 30 minutes at a time. And I think I got up to like 47 like touches or bounces or whatever you want to call them. And like that was like fun for me. And it made me sweat and move like crazy. Like think about like when you start getting good and you're close to beating your like score and the ball's like halfway across, say like 30 feet away from you, and you're sprinting your ass over to make sure you can hit it again, to make sure it doesn't hit the ground so you can beat your score. Like stuff like that works, you know? Something as simple as that. Like go grab a basketball, go outside and just try to shoot hoops. Like anything, right? If you have a dog right now during COVID, and yes, you've probably walked them a bunch of times, but like every day, like walk your dog for an hour, right? Like stuff that you've never done before. And during that hour, like listen to a podcast, listen to your favorite artist, like whatever, like make it a more joyful experience. Like guaranteed, like none of us get excited to brush your teeth in the morning, but we just have to do it. But guaranteed, if you like created a get pumped, psyched playlist and started brushing your teeth to it, you'd be like, yes, I can't wait to brush my teeth tomorrow to listen to that playlist. Which, by the way, again, I'm going all over the place with this, but this is great. If you go on Spotify or Apple Music, if you're a fan of How I Met Your Mother, there's that episode with Barney on New Year's Eve, and he had the Get Psyched mix, and like you only listen to that first song, and it's like Bon Jovi. What was it? Anyway, it's a Bon Jovi song, and there's an actual playlist called Barney's Get Psyched mix. So if you listen to that while brushing your teeth, you will always experience a better time brushing your teeth. So that is as easy as it can get when it comes to trying to improve your environment and make exercise a more enjoyable thing, you know? And something to kind of help with your mental health when it comes to, you know, this whole shit of COVID is start posting things on social media that you're happy about. You know, like if you really had to audit your entire day of how many good things happened to you compared to the bad things, it's like astronomical, right? Like you will remember the morning that you woke up and like the coffee grinder didn't work, or you spilt your coffee and you're like, my fucking day is ruined. I need to post this shit on Facebook. I am so pissed. The entire day is just gonna go to shit now. But in that day, probably other things have happened that made it pretty good. But you were so, you know, beat up and so, so like wrapped up with this idea that the whole coffee fiasco was like the worst thing on this planet, right? Even something like as simple as when, you know, we were able to go to the airport and go fly anywhere we wanted. Every safe flight that you had where a pilot took this like, I don't know, 100-ton piece of machinery in the fucking air at like, was it 20,000 feet and took you across the world and landed you safely without you dying, you don't think twice about it. But the moment you go on a, you know, trip on a plane and they delay your flight for 30 minutes, you sure the fuck are so pissed off enough to go on Instagram and post, oh my God, I can't believe whatever airlines is being such a dick for delaying my thing, blah, blah. But all the other times you've flown and had a pretty good experience, you never post about that. You never go, hey, I didn't die on this plane. I met a new person beside me. Like, nothing. Like, we never post anything about positivity. Right? Like, so how I'm going to circle this back to this whole, like, making exercise better is, like, find a positive thing about you exercising. Like, yeah, you don't like it, but say you do it. What was a positive thing of that? It's like, hey, I exercised for 10 minutes. I improved my health. Fuck yeah. Right? Be that annoying person on Facebook or Instagram posting that they worked out or finished a workout, or they went for a walk, or like, document that shit, you know? We just have to look at things a little bit differently. There's always a silver lining. But we have this weird, like, ingrained DNA in us that when things don't go our way, we, like, magnify it by 1,000% to make it out like we're such a victim that we're about to fucking die because the coffee grind machine did not work. Like, that's so fucked up. So no wonder people have such a tough time trying to, you know, figure out how to make fitness and health a priority in their life. I went all over the place, but I feel like this was good just to, you know, get it off my chest and into the open. I'm going to end it there. Hopefully this kind of gave you some insight, some, you know, thoughts in your head to think that maybe I can find something that's going to make my health and fitness journey a little bit more tolerable, maybe even fun. Share this podcast with your friends and family. Hit the show notes, add me on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because then you can watch these videos if you want, and all the exercises that I've ever filmed since 2015 that I use for my clients and patients. And I think that's about it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, you guys.